Today we're going to have a look at a pen which I borrowed from Appelboom Pennen. It is the Montblanc M Ultra Black. It comes in this box. I'll show you what's in the box, and then not a whole lot, by the way. Look at the pen. Okay, so you have the cardboard box. You have the rather extensive Montblanc booklet that comes with it on how to fill it and such. And then you have their standard box, which I think is quite nice. Soft bed for your pen. The pen is not actually in there because the pen is here. I have reviewed the M before, and the M is an interesting pen. Designed by Mark Newson, and this is obviously Montblanc's attempt to do something a bit modern, and modernize their design a bit. And I think they succeeded. It's not a design I personally really care for, but that is a personal call. Some people really love this. That's fine, right? I'm only paying some special attention to this because the previous review definitely sparked some controversy. It's very simple. You either like a pen or you don't. It doesn't matter. What matters is the way you present your opinion. So, it's a great pen. I mean, it does what it's supposed to do, so that's fine. It's just a design that I, personally, don't care for. Okay. Cover the parts of the pen, tell what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and then we'll do a writing sample. Let's start at the top of the pen. Finial has, of course, the Montblanc snowflake, which is actually the peak of the Mont Blanc mountain. Have the clip with the open design, and then we have the little opening there for the cap. It's a magnetic cap, so I'll show you that in 1 second. The plateau right there with the Montblanc logo on it again. It's a plateau, as you can see, specific thing. And at the end, it's just nothing. It's part of the barrel. Sand blasted, that's what makes this interesting, because this is a matte finish, and the previous one I reviewed was the original one, which was shiny. Magnetic cap, which is kind of neat. Magnetic caps are kind of cool. Also, it ensures that the clip and the logo on the plateau align, which I think is also kind of neat. The section has very fine grooves, which I'm not sure how well the camera picks up, but they are very, very fine grooves. You have this interesting nib. It's a 14K nib available in fine or medium only. There's no broads on these pens. And they have the section which happens to have the indicator sticker of the nib grade on it, but it's just a small feed. And then you have this orange bit, and the orange bit is also part of this new ultra black, matte black pen. I put in that converter, which is one of the converters that fits. Should you buy one, your retailer will be able to hook you up with a converter. And here's that orange, so you definitely get that splash of orange on the barrel, which I think is, to be honest, kind of neat. Now, there's one bit of detail there that I didn't really show you. It says Montblanc on the center, well, it's not really the center band, at the bottom of the section there. I don't know how well you can see that. Montblanc. Okay. Now, Joost himself, Appelboom, did a review of the pen on his YouTube channel, and he could make it post. He said there was a magnet in the plateau. Mine doesn't seem to have that, so I don't know if this Montblanc decided to add that later or if something went wrong here, but this is definitely not a magnet that allows for posting. No matter what I do, I can't make that happen. So if you want to make sure that your pen does, and you would be buying it from Appelboom or any other retailer, ask them, because I can't reproduce what Joost did, and he shows it. He shows it in the video. He does this and he holds it and it stays in place, but this definitely doesn't stay in place, no matter what I do. So I don't know what's going on there, but just want to point that out. What do I like about the pen? What do I not like about the pen? Well, the nib writes fairly well out of the box. Fine nib, which is nice. It definitely has a little bit of line variation to it, not a whole lot, but there is a little bit. It's a new finish, and I like this one better than the shiny finish, but what I like most about this design is that orange. I know it's just a small detail, but it does really work. The matte black and then that orange, even when the section is screwed on, I mean obviously when it's screwed off you see more of the orange, but it's nice. It really adds just a tiny bit of color. It's like almost like wearing a black dress suit and having a bright tie. It just adds a splash of color that's actually really nice. And when the pen is capped, you don't even see it, right? You only see it when you open it up. Small detail, but I think in this case it really matters. As I said, it's a more modern design and not everyone likes that. And that's fine, you don't have to like it. I personally don't. I like the more classic Montblanc look. That doesn't mean that I'm an idiot, as some people seem to think. And if you do like it, that doesn't mean that you're an idiot either. You can all like different pens. That's okay. That's why there are so many options available, alright? So let's not kill each other over different types of pens that you do or do not like, or should not like, etc. I appreciate that Montblanc tried to modernize their design. That's cool. And whether you like it or not, that's up to you. Things I don't like so much. I'm not sure if I really like this plateau with that branding. That really puts the brand name in your face, and that's of course what they wanted. But I'm not sure if I really like that. My biggest issue with the pen is this section. I find this section pretty small, and that makes it for me a little bit uncomfortable to hold. But this step down from the barrel is really quite sharp, so I can't hold it any higher either. So this is what I've got. It's doable and I can write with it, but that with the size of the pen, this is one I wish could post. And maybe the other ones do, and mine is just the one that doesn't. But I think posted it would be just a nicer length for me. And there you have it. The pen price, 560 euros. That's no small amount. It's a Montblanc, and it's the way it is. Montblanc is an expensive brand, and you can have all sorts of opinions about that, but it's not a cheap pen. That's it. It does write. I will say that. So that's great. And if you like design, you like the sort of the modern touch, then this is definitely something you could consider. We need to see how the pen writes. That is what's coming up next. High resolution pictures as well as measurements of the pen will be on the website sbrebrown.com. I hope this was useful so far. A very kind thank you to Joost for lending me the pen. I appreciate it. I'm glad to see you later. Bye bye. Okay, so here we go with the Montblanc M Ultra Black. This is the fine nib. The ink is the Montblanc Shakespeare. I actually find this a pretty nicely tuned nib. Nice ink flow, especially for a fine nib. Not super dry, which is kind of nice. Let's see how it keeps up to fast writing. Don't forget, the camera microphone always picks up the nib sound a lot, so I have the feeling it may sound very scratchy. I actually find it pretty nice. There is some feedback, but it's not an ultra scratchy nib or anything. It's definitely also because it seems to be on the wet side. It's well lubricated, and it's actually a pleasant writing experience. Yep, definitely wetter. Okay. Very, very light pressure. There is a little bit of line variation you can take out of it. Reverse writing, or inverse writing, or upside down nib writing, whatever you want. You can go from fine to extra fine. There is some unpleasant feedback as you do that, so not a nib I would necessarily do that with. It's also pretty flat on top, so it's not like a ball of iridium that's also a bit rounded on the other side. Okay, there you have it. Joost, as always, thank you for lending me the pen. I appreciate that. I hope that was useful, and I'll gladly see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.